Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Only two of us are here. Oh,
Yeah,
people
they're
are.
probably still getting ready, I imagine.
Uh,
They're finishing up the academic welcome.
yeah, that is where I was a few
And so
minutes
I see
ago.
that there are people who are in the waiting room. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Sunil.
Hello.
So there
How are you both?
Well, and you?
Good. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hello.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hello.
I want to say hi to Kate and Kalani because you both have your cameras on, which is really brave of both of you. So, hi. We love to see the enthusiasm. Plus, I believe Kate is in my group, so welcome.
Nice.
How many students are in our cohort?
20.
20. Okay.
Question for Sonal and Jennifer. Is there, like, for the leaders, a better way to address y'all? Like, do you guys prefer, like, professor, doctor, just last name, first name?
Yeah, I'll definitely be sharing that. Dr. J, thank you for asking. Yeah. In fact, I'll just do that now. So we have 20 plus, so we would need to get, is Ku joining us too?
I believe so.
Then it would be 25 total we're working for, okay. So we're just waiting for a few more people, 3 more, I think, to come on. Is my math correct? So,
Yeah, I think it's 24 students and then 2 leaders and then the 2 professors and then co.
do we wait for Ku? Because I know that she's doing a lot right now. Is she joining us?
Yeah, I think she's gonna do her own meeting with the other advisors, I think.
Okay, so we don't need to wait till we get 25. We just are waiting for one more?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think that should we wait a little bit? Or should we begin?
I think we can start now.
Okay, great. Because we are recorded too, just in case. And I have, just to let you know, I have a split screen. So sometimes I'll look up to get a bigger picture. So if you kind of see my line of sight changing, that's why. And I wish that I had a webcam. I think I need to invest in one. But greetings and welcome everyone. Yay, this is your day one. College, and my name is Dr. Jen Johnson. You can call me Dr. J, and I'm assistant professor of English and English education, and I'll be the reading and writing lead for you in your cohort. And Professor Tiwari, do you want to just say?
Yeah, my name is Sunil Tiwari, Dr. Tiwari. I have been teaching here since, well, this is my 24th year teaching at Sonoma State. I just would like to welcome all the students, and that's about it. When the turn of introduction comes, I will say a few more things. Dr. J.
Sounds good. So before we get into the agenda and introductions and getting to know one another, first would like to do a land acknowledgement that we are on the land of Grayton Rancheria and Coast Miwok. And we do this to bring awareness of Indigenous presence and land rights in everyday life and this legacy of colonialism and a need for change. And when we're sincere in this territorial acknowledgement, it's intended as a potential disruption that can work toward undoing Indigenous erasure. And so just to acknowledge that this is where we are at this moment. And then also, if you're interested in learning more about this, I'm going to put in the chat a website that I'll share with you briefly. And it is where you can find out more about all the various territories and languages, Indigenous people around the world. And so let me get my chat up. Just a second. And then I'll share my screen with you. So I just put that in the chat box. Can you see the screen all right?
Mhm.
Okay. And so this is you can scroll out. This is where we are right now, the land of Grayton Rancheria and Coast Miwok. And you can look at how many different confederations are here, and you can export the map and you can zoom out and look at so many different Indigenous peoples around the world and their languages. So take a minute if you want to see where you've been and what land is there. It's always a good thing. So. And I'll stop sharing my screen now. This, okay. So for today, our agenda, we're going to have an icebreaker, initial introductions. We're going over the major assignments and also sharing the homework for today, both for your quantitative homework and also for reading and writing. And so the icebreaker that we're going to be doing is, I imagine that a lot of you have already done this icebreaker before, which is the 2 truths and a lie. If you have done this before, can you have some type of reaction? Maybe raise your hand. You can do a reaction. You can like this. You can clap, thumbs up if you've done it. Yeah, all right. Excellent. So the game is intended to help us get to know each other, and so you can share some fun facts about one another, and also it activates our critical thinking. And it's just gonna be fun too. So have fun with it. And so just try to think about 2 things that are true about you and 1 thing that is not true about you. And you'll share this with the group, and we'll go around, and after each person says the 2 things that they say are true about them and the 1 thing that we think is false, or that they think that is false, then we'll react to it and try to figure out which is really the false. And then once we've figured it out, we'll go to the next person. And the way that we can do this is I'll start and say a little bit more about me. And this is just an initial introduction, because tomorrow we're going to have, based on the assignment that you have for tonight, a much more extensive introduction to each other and opportunities to learn about what one of our goals are for being here at Summer Bridge and how we think about education. We'll talk more about that at the end of today. Do you have anything else to add, Dr. Tiwari?
No, you are doing great. Thanks.
Okay, so I'll start then. And so my 3, I was just about to tell you what my 2 truths were and then give away my false. That's awesome. That's happened before. And so I have been chased by a bull. I've never been to China, and I danced competitively. Three is the false. 2, we have 2. Do you have anything in the chat? How do we do a poll on this?
I don't know.
So we have, how many people have said 2? We said 2, 3.
Yeah, students are all, they don't have their video
I did
on.
dance competitively, Irish dancing. Yep. And then the second one, I've never been to China.
Oh,
That
you
is the
never
false.
been to
You're
China.
right. That was
Okay.
Esmeralda, right? Hey, get it.
Good.
Good job. Good job. I have been to China. I taught speech and debate there. I've worked with young people from 4th grade to 12th grade out there and just developing public speaking skills. I was a competitive debate coach, which is why sometimes if I talk too fast, just tell me, just say, chat. Can you repeat that? And so I traveled around the country with young high schoolers and middle schoolers who became some of the top debaters in the country, and especially combining hip hop and debate. So I work with a lot of hip hop artists, and it's a good gig. And currently what I'm doing is I'm working in the English department as the preparation for teaching English instructor, which means that anyone who's interested in becoming an English teacher for middle schools or high schools, you'll go through that program. And if you want to know more, you could always meet with me in office hours, and I'm happy to share more about that program. So anyone interested in teaching, feel free to let me know. All right, I will popcorn it.
All right. Thank you, Dr. J. Yeah, my name is Sunil Tiwari, everybody. I'm a mathematician. I teach mathematics in our mathematics department. Let me first give you my 3 statements. I was born in India. I am attending this Zoom meeting from Florida, and I love teaching math. To all winners. That's great.
I love the background that you did for that. Very nice. Try to trick us.
I don't have much to say here. I have been teaching here for the past 24 years. and I'm excited to teach these students quantitative reasoning. And I would like to just add my welcome to all the students. We are so excited that you guys are here. Thank you. And I will popcorn it to Kirsten Miller. Go
Thank
ahead, Kirsten.
you. Okay, so I would say my 3 facts are sorry, not facts, but statements. One is I own a cat. Another one is I live near Oregon. And my other fact or statement is I have a 4-bedroom house.
Tricky.
Wow. So if y'all read my bio, you would know I posted a photo with my cat.
Oh.
And I said I lived 20 minutes from the Oregon border. So I do live near Oregon, I would say.
Oh,
So my fact is I don't have a 4-bedroom house. So yeah, thank you. I will popcorn to Vanessa.
Oh, thank you, Kirsten. Sorry. All right. So my 3 statements is I run 3 miles a day. I went to Canada for 30 minutes, and I hate horror movies, which is a lie. All right, yeah, you guys are on it. My lie was the 3rd one. I love horror movies. I am a horror freak. I do run 3 to 4 miles a day, and I went to Canada for 30 minutes because we accidentally crossed the border without needing to because I gave the wrong direction, and I got food poisoning, so we had to rush back. All right, cool. I'm going to popcorn over to, let's go with Wendy Martinez.
Oh, I like to play soccer. I have 2 brothers, and I own a pet. The lie is the 3rd one. I do not own a pet.
all right.
I will popcorn to Giselle.
I don't think we can hear you, Giselle.
Yeah, their mics are muted.
Yeah, Giselle's isn't muted. Oh, yeah, there we go. You unmuted yourself.
Giselle, if you're speaking, we can't hear you, or at least I can't. I don't know if anyone else can hear them.
No,
I
I
can't
can't either.
If you are talking, Giselle, you can always type it in the chat, and then we can guess from there.
That's perfect. Thank you, Kirsten. No worries, Giselle. It's okay. This is our chance to troubleshoot, right? As well.
Yeah, sure.
So we can, yeah, so you
How
can,
can we unmute them, all of them?
well, she has 3 dogs. or they have 3 dogs. I'm not sure pronoun, my bad. I have 3 dogs. And what else did Giselle say? Can't ride a bike. And has 2 sisters. Oh, it's split between 1s and 2s. 1, 3.
I will also go with 3.
Which is the, so which is it, Giselle? Doesn't have 3 dogs, only has 1, and her name is Molly.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one. Giselle, do you want to call on someone? Popcorn it over to them? Olivia.
Okay. I have taken karate classes. My favorite animal is a cat, and my middle name is Patricia. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my lie is that my favorite animal is a dog. Actually, it's not a cat. Sorry.
All right.
Do you want to popcorn it over to someone, Olivia?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries.
What about Sandra?
I barely turned 18 last week. And the second one would be my favorite color is purple. And then the other one would be my favorite animal is a panda.
Ooh. Hmm.
So the lie is that I turned 18 on June 1st, not last week.
Oh,
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is your birthday month. Do it up.
yep.
Do you want to call
Who's
on someone?
next?
I'll call on Vanessa. Already.
Vanessa did go, yes. Or wait, is there another person? Nope, we don't. We only have one.
Cynthia?
All right. I'm going to unmute you, Cynthia. Oh.
I played soccer when I was a kid and I'm 18 years old.
What was the first one?
I live in Richmond.
Oh, okay. Go Richmond. What was the third?
I'm just gonna say them again. So I live in Richmond. I played soccer when I was a kid, and I'm 18 years old.
Hmm.
The lie is the second one, when that I played soccer when I was a kid.
Y'all are good at this.
Yeah.
I'll pick Gianluca.
Gianluca?
Oh, yeah. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
It's a little shaky.
I think I'll just type it. My connection is shaky.
It's coming in actually okay right now. It was just the first initial hookup.
Oh, okay. My favorite sport is soccer. I have 2 cats, and I can't swim.
Lots of 2s and 3s. Oh, we have 1-1.
The lie was I have 2 cats.
Oh. Nice. Who do you want to call on, Gianluca?
I guess Esmeralda.
Who?
Esmeralda.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. My name's Esmeralda. My nickname is Esme. Since people have a hard time saying my full name. But for my 2 truths and a lie, here we go. I have an identical twin sister. I love swimming in the ocean, and I'm Black and Mexican, which is a lie. I'm kind of sad to see all these 2s, man. Like, I gotta do for the culture. All right. I'll tell you which one's a lie. I love swimming in the ocean. I've actually never swam in the ocean before or in a big body of water. It's kind of my fear. But I do have an identical twin sister. She's going to school in San Francisco, where we're from, University of San Francisco. So super proud of her. I love her. Her name is Muncie Mondrad. And I am Black and Mexican. Yo. Yeah. So yeah, thanks.
Nice. Who do you want to pick on?
Oh, I popcorn Tucker. Yeah.
So here we go. I've been hit by a car. I've been to Mexico, and I have a pet turtle.
Mm.
So the lie was I've been to Mexico.
Oh, I'm sorry you were hit by a car. Kirsten wrote in the chat, oh, I hope it's not 1. OMG.
I popcorn Benito.
Okay. The 3 statements are, I have 4 siblings. I have been playing guitar for 11 years, and I've never been outside the United States. Well, 3 is correct. I have been to Mexico on several occasions, but that's the only place I've been to. I popcorn to Dylan Galvez.
Okay, so statement number 1 is I was raised in Mexico. Statement number 2 is I've never been to Sonoma. And statement number 3 is I was bit by a dog on my eye when I was 3 years old.
Mhm.
So I was raised in Mexico, 12 years of my life. I've been to Sonoma multiple times, beautiful campus. And I was bit by a dog when I was 3 years old on my eye.
On the eye. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I'll popcorn to Carla.
My 3 are I've been working 3 jobs, I've traveled 4 countries, and I don't like ranch. And my lie is I've traveled 4 countries.
Nice. Who would you like to popcorn over to?
Oh, popcorn to Tane Fam.
I love comic. I like staying at home, and I've been to Vietnam a couple of times. Yeah, it's a second one. I get bored at home, so
You're not over it yet? I'm kidding. Just kidding. Who would you like to popcorn to? And I love your background too, by the way.
thank you. Kate.
I have over 100 stuffed animals. I love coffee. And I missed my flight from home from Hawaii. And the lie is that I love coffee.
Nice.
Popcorn, Olivia.
I think we already had Olivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Olivia doesn't like cats. She likes dogs.
Johnny.
Sorry, did you say Johnny?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so the 2 truths, 1 lie are I'm 18 years old, my favorite sport is soccer, and I own 2 dogs. Yeah, so the lie was that I own 2 dogs. I wish I did though.
Me too. Me too. And if it gets difficult to popcorn over because we're starting to not see, are not able to see who hasn't gone, then anyone who wants to can just chime in and go. But Johnny, do you have someone that you know that hasn't gone yet?
Not really, no.
Let's see. Wendy. No, Wendy went. Okay. Jose hasn't gone.
Hi.
Hi. Peace, Jose.
So my 3 statements are I have 2 cats, I hate soccer, and my favorite color is green. And the lie is number 2. I love soccer.
Fabulous sport. Yeah. See. I think we have Celine and Valerie left.
Oh, and popcorn to Celine.
My 3 statements are: I was almost hit by a deer. I have taken ballet classes, and I have broken 2 bones. So the lie is 3. I have not broken any bones.
That's impressive. So we still have Valerie and also Joanna and Kalani, I think, too. Kalani. Who would you like to popcorn over to?
I'll popcorn Kalani.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. And is it Kalani or Kalani?
Kalani.
Okay.
So I have 6 cats. I've been to a Jonas Brother concert, and I know 4 languages. Yeah, it was too. I've never been to a Jonas Brother concert. And I'll popcorn over to Valerie.
My 3 statements are that I played basketball my sophomore year, I love sharks, and I don't have my driver's license. Lie was that I love sharks. I'm actually afraid of sharks. And then I'll popcorn to Joanna.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is I own a cat. The second one is my favorite drink is horchata. And the third one is my favorite food are tacos. Which one's the lie? So the lie is that I do not own a cat. I own a cat. I do not own one, sadly.
Oh. I think we also have Salma too left. That was good. Salma, is that the right one? Is there anyone else besides? Maybe Dylan? I think no, we already have Dylan too. I think that's your option is Salma, unless there's someone else. Salma, I think it's you.
Okay, so my first one is that I've traveled outside of the United States, The second one is that I love to rollerblade, and the third one is that I don't like soda. So the lie is that I don't know how to rollerblade, but I'd like to learn.
Nice. Are we missing anyone else? Thank you. So, thank you, Salma. Anyone? I think we have everybody. Yeah?
Yep.
I think so.
Looks good. But
I think so. Yeah. Okay, great. So remember some of the things that you just came up with your two truths and a lie, because that could even be something that's inspiration for writing. We're going to go over the different assignments, and so as you listen to some of these assignments, especially when it comes to reading and writing, you might find inspiration and go back to the two truths and a false. It's always a way that you can, use a game to spark your writing. So especially when you're thinking about some of the different poetry easily do, right? And of course, you could even think about how you could incorporate that into an essay. So what we'll do is we'll go over the different expectations, the different assignments for both the reading and writing track, and then also quantitative reasoning. And so the whole goal of the reading and writing assignments is really just to emphasize that writing is a process. Definitely not a product that is meant for just a bunch of different red marks and that you're turning it in that's not meaningful, but rather it's something that we develop over time, and that we can all improve our writing, and we can also be excellent writers if we commit to the process of writing. And that means kind of pre-writing, and that could be anything from doing laundry and brainstorming what you're going to write about to jotting down notes, and then writing your drafts and not worrying about editing until your revision process. So going through this process to improve your skills in writing and to work through feedback and use that feedback from others to engage in revising your work, because it's really a process. And so as you do this, you can identify some of the areas where you're really strong, and also areas where you want to kind of focus on developing even further. And especially that will be good for goal setting when it comes to some of your other classes that you'll be taking in fall. And so we'll focus on, we'll practice close reading and annotating text, taking serious notes on text, because our memory is our memory is really as good as our notes when it comes to taking our courses, because there's so many courses that you'll take, and our memory gets fuzzy over time. And so the more that we're able to annotate the text that we have, the better we're going to be able to recall them and apply that information. You'll also learn how to identify claims and evidence, build arguments and support, and focus on making sure that your voice is really coming through in your written work and in your online discussions. And you'll also develop your own theses and oral and written discussion, and you'll have a 3-page critical paper. So the main assignments that you have, we have the assignment that I'll introduce later on today, which is an introduction to yourself and an educational reflection. Kind of, what does education mean to you? What do you want to get out of your education? And then also just what it means to be able to be in this space too. And so we'll have, I'll talk a little bit more about that later, and that will be our jumping off point for tomorrow. And you'll notice that all of the assignments, they're listed on the syllabus that's on Canvas, and they're also listed in all the modules. So if you go to Canvas and you click on syllabus, it says right there, there's an area where you can see all of this written down. All of the assignments, when they're given, most of them are due that night. There will be a couple that are that you have a little bit of time to develop the full essay draft, or revising the final essay. So you'll have an introduction and that education reflection. Then you'll also work on that close reading and taking those annotated notes. And then you'll incorporate your analysis in discussion groups, and you'll have a full essay, you'll have a poetry assignment, and then you'll revise your final essay as part of that process of writing based on the feedback that you've received. And then you'll also have a reflection at the very end of the program that is just a reflection on your entire process, so that you can set yourself up well for fall semester. And all of those, so if you, anyone has any questions about those assignments along the way, then there are always ways to be able to touch base with me during office hours. I've included those office hours on Canvas, and I'm just going to share my screen real quickly so you can see where that is. And so it's a different Zoom link for office hours. So let me just do that real quickly. Mm-hmm. So you have, everyone's probably seen this already because you're here. And so under student resources, I added a link for my office hours. And those office hours, if you click on that, you'll see the link to the Zoom. And I'll hold them Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 4, and also on Tuesday, June 30th from 10 to 11:50. In the event that you need immediate assistance, you can email me at any time, and here's my email address. And all right, so then also so if I go to the homepage, we're back to all the modules. It says day 1, it'll have everything listed out for you. And so all your links are there, everything that you're expected to complete on your own time, to read or to write, to view. And so there are links to every single one of those. And if you have any type of clarifying questions, please just feel free to email me, and I'll respond as soon as possible. This is where the syllabus is. You can click here for that detailed syllabus so that you can get more information. And it also includes all the different learning objectives and the description of the course, and a course schedule that kind of is more of it's an overview and less details than the details you'll get in the individual modules on Canvas. Are there any questions about that so far? Before this is just a brief summary and overview. Each day, we'll make sure to tell you what your assignments are, what those specifics are, and give you a chance to ask any type of clarifying questions. And I can't see if anyone's, I'm going to not share my screen anymore. So that's just a brief overview. And Dr. Tawari, do you want to give an overview of the scope of work?
Yeah. Let me first tell you, students, what we are going to do in quantitative reasoning section of the course. You will be collecting data. We will provide you instruction. In fact, I will be providing you all the instructions, and you are supposed to, or you are expected to, collect the data. Then I'm going to teach you something about a special software where you can plug in the data and get pretty pictures or graphs. And then you do the interpretation of the graphs and draw some conclusion or make predictions. This whole process in mathematical lingo, it's called math modeling. So you will get a test of it. Now, let me explain to you what kind of data you will be collecting. This is not, you are not going to do this. I usually, the example I give is you plant a small plant, and in fact 2 of them. One you feed fertilizer, other one you don't. And every week you measure the height. That way you can make a connection between how much fertilizer daily and how much water makes one plant grow faster than the other one. It doesn't look like mathematics, but it uses a lot of mathematics. It uses calculus and something called differential equations. But you don't have to worry about that. These data are going to be very simple. We will ask you to watch a video and video about how to meditate. And then before you do the meditation, you measure your heart rate. And then few minutes after meditation, you meditate for 5 minutes, and then you do the same thing. And at some point, we are going to make the connection how meditation affects your heart rate. The other example might be, we might ask you to measure your heart rate and walk for 5 minutes in your backyard or in the house or in your apartment. Just stay active and then measure your heart rate. And we will see how exercise affects your heart rate. The other data might be like we will let you open 100 packets of M&Ms, and you just count the colors and you draw a conclusion that which one is more and which one is less. And we do something called 5-point summary. I will talk about that. This is kind of technical. I'm not going to go into it. Right now, at some point, I will explain to you guys everything in detail. The syllabus is up. I don't want to go over syllabus at this point, but it is on the website, and my office hours, that will also be published. It's part of the syllabus. So that's about it, I guess. Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm looking at my chat. Feel free to ask questions or unmute yourself and ask questions. And if you don't have a question, then Dr. J, it's 10:49. So we did good time-wise. Are you are muted?
I am muted.
Yeah.
Unlike my jacket. All right, so so then to end, we'll just introduce the assignments that you have for today, and I'll go. So for the reading and writing component, you have a free write assignment. That's the introduction and educational reflection that's due tonight at 11:59 p.m. on Canvas. And the questions are, who are you and what does education mean to you? And tomorrow, and so who are you and what does education mean to you? And that's all listed under day 1 for the do on your own time for reading and writing homework. So tomorrow during our first Zoom class, each student will have a few minutes to introduce themselves, and you can use this to brainstorm what's most important to share about yourself, what you think that we need to know about you. What is so important for a reading and writing instructor is to be able to meet all participants where they are and to build on the funds of knowledge and cultural wealth and existing literacies that one has. So make sure to bring yourself, bring all of you, all your languages and your experiences, many of you have, to some of your free writes and other writing assignments. And because it's your voice and to be something that you feel good about. And don't criticize anything. If you are typing up your assignment, what I would suggest you do is maybe even covering the screen so you can't even see what you're writing. And so you're not able to edit anything, all you're doing is writing. Because when we edit and we write, those are two different parts of our brain. And so you can't do both at the same time. And so if we're just having this critical editorial gaze at our writing, then it blocks just getting this stuff out. So the free writes help to kind of unlock the just the mental constipation, if you will. And so don't worry about critiquing yourself and just get it out. And so some of the follow-up questions you could say are like, where did you grow up to try to get to who you are? Who are the most influential people in your life? What you love to do, favorite subjects in high school, why education is important to you, and just what does coming to Sonoma State mean to you, classes you're excited to take, just as a way to, those are just some prompts, some ideas if you're getting stuck. And my suggestion is that just to focus on that process of writing. And because free writing is always a process, and sometimes you're responding to a prompt, other times you're just kind of, you have 5 minutes, write whatever. And in this particular one, we have a prompt for you to focus on. And so really like what do you want us to know about you, and how we can best support you and build community together, and be able to tailor some of these to your goals for education. And so then don't focus on grammar, academic conventions, or worrying about what anything sounds like. And I know this isn't something that a lot of people are used to. And I had a writing group yesterday, and one of my writing group members, it was the first group she attended, and she said that she was so terrified to share what she wrote, because we all just did a free write for 20 minutes. And so she noticed that she was editing herself as she was writing, and she was terrified to share that free write with other people, because she said that she felt like she had been scarred by some of the writing she had done. And she felt this trauma, because she was always criticized for her writing, as opposed to our group was focusing on, well, where are those golden lines? Where is it alive? And it's supposed to be supportive and nurturing. So I would just, that's the orientation I have to developing writers, because we can develop as writers when we can recognize good writing, the things that resonate with us, and then also when we're able to practice and just free ourselves. And we'll, as long as we're revising and continuing with the process, our writing does improve, and it's pretty amazing how much it does. And when my colleague, when she shared her piece of writing, she loved it. She felt free again. And so she's going to continue going to the groups. So I just wanted to share that. And so there are some steps included on Canvas for the assignment. And so finding a spot where you can sit for an hour and just log on to the Canvas page for your reading and writing class, and select the introduction, education, reflection under the assignments, and slowly read the questions, rewrite them if you want, jot down first thoughts. You can write directly into the text box for the assignment, or write on a separate document, or even handwrite if it's comfortable for you, although you'll have to, you know, if we can't read your writing and you can't take photos, then you'll have to type it up and submit it on Canvas. And set a timer for 30 minutes and just begin writing. And if your pen stops moving, then just say, you can write the prompts over and over again. And what will happen is eventually you'll be unstuck and something will come to you. So if you get stuck, maybe you could just keep on writing. Who are you? What does education mean to you? And then once you're done with 30 minutes and you're relaxed in the process and just letting the response flow, not worrying about it, what it looks like, no judgment, then when the timer goes off, take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, do some yoga, meditate later when you do that in quantitative reasoning. And then the last part of that hour is when you can actually reread what you wrote, and you might revise a couple sentences if you'd like. And one suggestion I have is that whenever you're revising, if you read your writing out loud, your ear will hear things that your eyes don't see. And so you end up having a really good editor ear if you read out loud, because you're going to hear some different things and you're like, oh, I think I want to shift that around. Doesn't have to be something where it has, again, it's not a product. It's just a way for us to introduce ourselves tomorrow. And you'll submit that free write assignment under the introduction and education reflection on Canvas. And think about what you would like to share about yourself during the introductions from that free write tomorrow. And so we'll introduce ourselves tomorrow, and just maybe even share some excerpts from what you wrote as a starting place to share about yourself, or you can read directly from your writing too. That's absolutely fine. And if you are going to read, you'll want to make sure that you have that writing pulled up so that you can read that to us. It's always nice to hear a writer's voice too when they're reading out loud. Okay, I'm turning it over. If there are any questions, please feel free to email me or put in the chat box and I'll answer at the end. Dr. Tiwari?
Yes, yeah. So, well, I really don't have much to add. The only thing we are doing is this data collection thing, and we are going to do these, interpretation of the data, and the final product. You are going to do each day a small piece, and finally, you are going to present a poster. So I am going to help you put together, or you are going to work in a group, or you are going to work in groups, and each group is going to prepare a poster, and we are going to showcase that. So that's about it. That is going to be our final product. Do you think I should add anything more? I mean, that's all I had to say.
Right. I really like the way that all this, the design of this institute is really something where everything builds off of one another to bring you to the point where you're at the end of the program and you feel like you have experience navigating online discussions, Zoom discussions, being able to get some familiarity with different styles of writing and also quantitative reasoning. But it really is a buildup. And so that's one thing that I really like. And I'm glad that you mentioned that.
That's right.
Yeah. Are there any last questions for us? Anything clarifying? Okay. Well, it was great to meet everybody virtually and hear some fun facts about everyone. And I always love hearing all the things that you just don't hear it very often. And so if you don't have a photograph or an avatar on Zoom or on Canvas, maybe that's something you could also add so that we can get a little sense as to, you, whether or not you love comics or if you love the beach. I've seen some of the different pictures and photographs that people are putting up there. So feel free to do that so that we can get to know you even more.
Yeah, please everybody do that, because I wanted to see a lot of faces here. I wanted to see the whole class. Yeah. So I'm glad, Dr. J, you mentioned they will be putting their pictures, at least pictures, if not live. So that's about it.
All right. So then your next, the next thing that you're doing now is under the module for today, day 1, and you have your Bridge Leader Breakout session. So you can sign off of this. I'll leave the meeting and you have a fabulous day. Welcome to Summer Bridge. Welcome to Sonoma State. We're super excited to have you here.
All right.
All right. See y'all.
See you all.
Oh, I believe that they stay in this link.
Oh, they stay in this link. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But everyone who's already here can stay because they'll just be redirected to this. Yeah, they're coming back.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Thank you.
Bye, both of you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And then I believe Dylan asked, how does he know? Sorry, they know. Dylan, you are in my group. I believe I sent out an email to each student that's under my group to your school email. So yes, you should have received the email. If not, I'll go over each student that's in my group.
Cool.
I hope you heard that.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Just wait until everybody comes back.
Yeah.
They're already searching for it.
Okay, have fun, everybody.
Bye. Hope you have a good day.
You too.